We now welcome Dr. James Beswick and Dr. Shola Olafuyi, course directors for MSc Drug Discovery. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
So for the first question, what makes the course at Nottingham special and why would someone choose it?
Great, thank you for having us first of all. So first of all, something that we're incredibly proud of is we are accredited by the Royal Society of Chemistry, who are a professional standards body who accredit courses based on their educational excellence and also the way in which the course prepares students for future careers in the field, in this case drug discovery. And we will say some things about the course today, but you don't just have to take our word for it, because when they came to visit us, they told us that the breadth and the depth of our course was excellent, and they basically accredited us with flying colours, saying that we are performing the course to the best standard that they could expect of us, which is, it's really important. That's a gold standard both for students who are thinking about applying to the course, because there is a mark of certification against that, which may help them decide on their course, but also it's useful for us because it tells us we're doing a good job, of course, but also allows us to attract the absolute best students, because they will see that mark and they will know that they will be getting the absolute best quality course. So first of all, that's something we're really proud of. Second of all is arguably the most important part of the course, which is our students. We get to welcome students from across the globe. So we've got diverse students from China, from India, from North and South America, Africa, Asia, and I'm running out of parts of the globe. And they've also got a diverse range of degrees that they come into the course with. So everything from biology and chemistry to things like pharmacy and traditional Chinese medicine. And it's always the highlight of the year in Welcome Week when I get to meet students for the first time and learn a bit more about them and their cultures and watch them develop and progress as they move through the course, which is always incredibly rewarding. And they play a really important role in our course. They have helped us to work to make the student experience as good as it could possibly be for them. So that's definitely one of the highlights. And a third is our fantastic staff team. Obviously, you've got myself here. I represent the School of Pharmacy. Shola represents the School of Life Sciences. And so two separate schools from the university. And that's because drug discovery is such an interdisciplinary topic. So therefore, it makes complete sense that students get taught by members of staff from different schools with different expertises. And these staff are experts in their field. They've won awards for excellence in teaching, including the prestigious Lord Deering Award that the university offers. And they're also experts in their field, publishing papers regularly at in the cutting edge drug discovery. So who better to teach students than the experts in the field, who are always going to be very enthusiastic about their chosen topic, and they'll be best placed to give students the best experience possible.
That's great. And as you know, University of Nottingham is big on research. So how do students on the course benefit from the world-leading research here?
Yeah, so students in our master's degree are uniquely positioned to benefit from our sort of world-leading research environment. And that's because we conduct research across various drug discovery disciplines, from pharmacology, medicinal chemistry, biomedical sciences, computational modeling. And we have faculty members who are involved in this sort of groundbreaking research. The students can work together with faculty members. They can learn from faculty members and take part in projects that are linked to ongoing research around cancer, respiratory diseases, cardiovascular diseases, immunology. So students have direct access to our body of world-leading scientists and researchers, academics who have always shown interest in making impact on our students' body. And apart from that, we have our MSc program gets input from industry colleagues as well. And this means that our students have opportunity to learn from people who are actually on the ground in industry doing the research that leads to the discovery of several drugs. They can get inputs from those people directly. So these are several ways that we can offer excellent sort of research experience for our students.
I think you have covered some great point on real life application. And can you also highlight some of the topics covered on the course and the approach to teaching?
Yeah, sure. So I'm a teaching focused member of staff first and foremost, so the topics that we cover are really important to me. Drug discovery is fascinating, first of all, and it covers such a variety of disciplines from start to finish, right the way from deciding on a particular target, a protein target or a particular enzyme that you think might be useful to target therapeutically, through to actually identifying perhaps a small molecule that could target that and maybe be the starting point for something called lead optimization, which is where you take a starting point of a molecule and you try and improve it for it to eventually, if you are very lucky indeed, to become a candidate drug and go into clinical trials. And that process of lead optimization really ties in multiple themes that we teach throughout the course. The key themes of pharmacodynamics, or PD, which is essentially what the drug does to the body, the effects that the drug has. Pharmacokinetics, which is PK, which is what the body does to the drug. So once you take the drug, does it get to where it needs to be? How is it metabolized? How is it excreted from the body? And are there any potential toxicity issues? And we can modulate that by essentially changes on the molecular scale to functional groups and atoms that can, individual changes can have a real impact on these particular properties. And we explore that through something called structure-activity relationships, how the structure affects the activity. And that is the basis of a lot of medicinal chemistry. In terms of how we teach that, we've got a fantastic range of different teaching styles. Everyone learns in different ways. So we've got some opportunities for small group teaching, including case studies, workshops, excellent support plan of tutorials as well on a one-to-one basis with academic members of staff. But the highlight often for students is the practical elements, to actually get their hands on learning the theory in the lectures and the case studies, but actually to put that theory into practice in the lab is always very rewarding. And again, I do enjoy my time in the lab watching students actually putting into practice what they've already learned. We have some quite open-ended problem solving in the lab sometimes as well, which allows them to not just do as they were told, but to actually put some thought into it and do some problem solving themselves in the lab sessions, which is again always really rewarding to see. So overall, we've got a range of teaching styles across the fascinating topics of drug discovery, from hopefully target identification all the way through to candidate drug nomination.
I think that practical element really supports with the career progressions as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's what industry would expect students to have after graduating with MSc drug discovery, is that hands-on experience.
And what careers do graduates from the course go into? If you can comment on that.
Oh yes, so our students end up in quite successful careers in different aspects of drug discovery. For example, we've had our graduates go on to work as research scientists, pharmaceutical scientists, clinical trial coordinators, protein scientists in a range of industries, for example, Merck, Sandoz, or even the bigger contract research organisation like the one we have just down the road here in Signature, and other ones like Pharmaron, Famidex. So there's a wide range of sort of potential destinations for our students, and many of them have ended up building successful careers in those places. Apart from that, we also lay a very strong foundation for our students who might want to go on to do academic careers. So many of our students have gone on to do PhDs, gone on to do postdoctoral research as well. So we have a good track record for producing excellent career-driven graduates who end up doing very well, at the end of their stay here in Nottingham.
I think you both have covered great insights here. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Yeah, all I would say is that we always welcome any inquiries from students. If you're not sure that if the course is for you, or you're a little bit worried about certain things, maybe you don't think you have the necessary background, then both myself and Shola are both completely open to receiving emails. I'm sure you can find the relevant information on the website, but any inquiries about the course, we really welcome that, because essentially if you're interested in drug discovery, then we'd love to have you here at the University of Nottingham.
Thank you so much for all these amazing insights.